Our topic is polyculture, and this is by Arush Tillery and Revik Kohli. Polyculture is a farming practice where different types of crops are grown on a plot of land. The crops are grown close to each other, and the technique is called crop rotation. The goal of polyculture is to increase the amount of biodiversity while increasing the yield and reducing the risk of your crops dying to pests and diseases. Number 10 is moisture retention. Moisture retention helps manage floods and prevents erosion. And polyculture does moisture retention by reducing the amount of tillage needed and minimizing bare soil. Tilling is basically preparing or cultivating land for the crops. Number 9 is nutrient content increases. So again, polyculture does not need to till the land too much, and that preserves nutrients, and nutrients are important to make the plant grow. So that makes like the plants grow and the soil super good. Number 8 is promotes clean runoff. So the water is clean with no pollutants, and this is because polyculture is very efficient in using water, and this helps reduce chances of water pollution, which can damage the plants severely. 7 is removal of use of fertilizers and pesticides. Some plants work as pesticides and they can protect each other. For example, cloves, legumes, and lupins replace nutrients from depleted soil, which removes the need for fertilizers. Number 6, decreases soil erosion. Polyculture has several crops and do not need to be tilled that much, and there's lots of roots in that area. So these roots and tillage can stop soil erosion. And number 5, sequesters carbon. There's several plants and they gather carbon all around, and carbon damages the atmosphere, so the atmosphere gets benefited. And sequester is basically to remove CO2.
For number 4, having polyculture gardens reduces a lot of costs since a lower amount of plants would be damaged. For number 3, polyculture enhances the health of soil since there is less tillage that is needed. The more tillage, the worse the soil quality. Plus, there's less pollutants in the soil. For number 2, polyculture will bring a higher and more consistent yield, since if a certain type of plant is harmed, the other plants can produce food. And finally, polyculture will help control pests, weeds, and diseases. This is because some plants act as pest deterrents, so they can help protect the other plants. So overall, polyculture is a highly sustainable agriculture practice. The wide variety of plants will allow for more effectiveness in the utilization of soil and its nutrients. This is because nutrients that one plant might not use could be used for another plant. Also, productivity of a plot of land would increase when there are a lot of plants that are present. Compared to modern industrial practices, polyculture is definitely superior. Most industrial farmers practice monoculture, which is the opposite of polyculture. Monoculture involves the planting of only one type of crop instead of assortment of them. Monoculture is not sustainable since there is a risk that all of them could be wiped out by a single threat. Here are our sources.